Welcome to Programming and Problem Solving. This is Rishikesh. In this session, we are going to see nested loops in Python, and based on these nested loop concepts, we are going to solve some interesting pattern problems. So let us see what are nested loops. So nested loops are the loop structures in which one loop is present inside the other loop. So we have two different loops and one loop is present inside the other loop, that is nesting of loops. There can be nested for loops, that means one for loop is present inside the other for loop. In this case, the control first enters inside the outer loop, then enters inside the inner loop, then executes inner loop completely, and then again switch back to outer for loop. For example, here in this diagram, you can see we have outer for loop for I in range 0 to 5 and it is printing goodbye. Then we have inner for loop inside that outer for loop here for j in range 0 to 5 and printing the value of j. So what happens? First control goes to this outer for loop and for I equal to 0 it goes to this inner for loop. Then this inner for loop will complete its rotation, and after completing its iteration the control again goes back to the outer for loop. Then for I equal to 1, this outer for loop will again give the control to inner for loop. Again this inner for loop will execute and this will happen until the outer for loop exceeds the condition. Okay, so that is the basic idea in nested for loops. Now I have a very interesting problem based on this nested loop concept of for loops. So the problem is write a Python program to display the star pattern as shown here. Okay, so now we are going to print this star pattern using for loops. The note is that user should enter the value of n. That means how many rows user want, that number of rows we are going to print. Okay, before going to the solution, I would like to tell you the two important concepts in printing any value on screen. So first one is end parameter. Suppose I am printing here some value, suppose Ramesh. Okay, and now on the next line I am printing another value, that is Rahul. Okay, it should be in string, so Rahul in strings. Okay, now what will happen, these both two values will be printed on separate lines. Let us save this and let us see the output. Here is our output, Ramesh and Rahul printed on different line. But if I use a parameter that is end, and end should be equal to empty, so I have passed here an empty string. A little space is given inside that string, it is not empty, little space is given. Now if I do this change and again I'm trying to run this program, now here you can see the difference. Now instead of going to the new line, our control stays on the same line with some space because we had some space here. Okay, so it stays on that same line and the next print statement is executed after that space. So that is the main difference. And now suppose we have a bunch of values, suppose print Rahul. Okay, then we want to print Ramesh, and again we want to print Mohit. So we have a bunch of names here, Rahul, Ramesh and Mohit. Let me remove this one. Now what will happen, Python will print Ramesh, Rahul, Mohit in a straight order. Okay, so if I run this program, it must be saved. Okay, so Rahul, Ramesh, Mohit are printed in the same line with a space in between them. If I now add a separate parameter and let me separate those things with comma, then you can see it will separate these things with comma for us. Here you can see the difference. We have now comma after Rahul and Ramesh to separate Rahul, Ramesh and Mohit. Now we are good to go to solve our problem. Let us have a look at the problem again. So we want to print this pattern. Okay, so how we are going to do that? So for this problem, let me close this so that you can see the problem. So here is our problem. Now in this problem, we have two for loops. Okay, we are going to use two for loops. First for loop will be for the number of rows, how many number of rows we are going to print, and that will depend on this value of n that we are going to take from our user. Okay, and the another for loop that we will put that inside our first for loop, we will nest that for loop that will print the stars in row. Okay, so printing of stars will be done by the inner for loop. So how we are going to write that program? First of all, we have to create a n. So here is our n. It should be integer. We are going to input that n. Let's give a prompt, enter a value of n. Okay, so now user will give us the value of n. Now our first for loop for I in range, what would be the range here? So we want to print number of rows using this for loop. How many rows we are going to print? We are going to print n number of rows. Okay, so this for loop should execute its iteration for n number of times, so from 0 to n. Okay, our first for loop is done. Now our second for loop will come under this for loop for j in range. How many stars we are going to print in our rows, that will decide this for loop. So try to understand here. If you look at the figure, in first row we have a single star, one star. In second row we have two stars. In third row we have three stars. That means if we give numbering to our rows, then number of stars inside that row will be the same as the number of that row. Okay, so this j will range from 0 to value of this I plus 1, because initially I is 0, so we don't want 0 stars in our first row, we want a single star. So if I is 0 for the first iteration, we want the value of j, that means the star inside the first row, to be 1. So our ending of range will be I plus 1. Okay, now we want to print, what we want to print? We want to print star, so it is a string. So let us give some spacing here so that we can see it very nicely printed. And now we are using our parameter, that is end parameter, and now we want to end this with an empty string. We don't want to take our control to the next line, we want to stay on the same line. Okay, so we are using this end parameter. Now we are done with our for loop here. Okay, but after printing this first row, we want next row to come up. Okay, so that our full pattern will get printed. So now I am using this print statement here to get a new row. Okay, so after finishing this inner for loop, this print statement will execute and control will again given to the outer for loop. Again, for I is equal to 1, j will be from 0 to 2, and for two values of j, this print statement will execute, and in second row it will print 2 stars. Okay, so this is how it will go until the value of n reaches. Okay, so we have done with our program. Now let us see the output here. Okay, so here is our output screen, and let us give the n value of n as 5. So here you can see we have our nicely printed star pattern of 5 stars. Okay, so this is how we can print our first star pattern. You can practice more star patterns. I'm also going to take some more examples on these patterns in our upcoming sessions. So that's it for today's session. I hope you understood how nesting of loops works in Python, specifically talking about the for loops. Thank you.